Hey everyone, welcome to episode 39 of the Pokemon Premier League. Still just me today, so I hope that doesn't bother you guys too much. Anyway, in the last episode we had Arctic Lightning versus King Nappy, and King Nappy took the win there in a pretty heated battle. Today's match is going to be CuddleOfDeath versus HoodlumScrafty. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, two people currently sitting on 15 points. The winner of this match is going to go into first place all on their own. So, there's a lot riding on it. And I'm sure both people went into this wanting a win. So, without further ado, let's get this NU match started. HoodlumScrafty starts off with his Poke the Gengascan. CuddleOfDeath starts off with Dr. R Shucks the Shuckle. Fake out gonna come onto the Shuckle. He's gonna flinch, took 5% damage, got it back from the leftovers anyway, which makes turn 1 completely irrelevant. He brings out the Muck now. Toxic not going to affect it. This Muck is pretty elite according to its name. Poison Jab comes out. Poisons the Shuckle. Encore from the Shuckle though. Going to keep that Muck using Poison Jab. Only done 10% though, so Callum switches out right now. Into the Peanut Butter, the Licky Licky. Stealth Rock's going to come out from this Shuckle. This Shuckle is just a setting up status conditioning mean machine. Body Slam does 10%. Toxic lands on the Peanut Butter, the Licky Licky. Does a slight bit of toxic damage, sorry. Heal Bell comes out from the Licky Licky though. Rest from the Shuckle, gets rid of that poison. Shuckle is napping away now. As the leftovers come back to Licky Licky as well. Kangaskhan gonna come back out now, take some rock damage. R-Shucks is still sleeping. Leftovers for the Kangaskhan. Cuddle switches out the Shuckle into the Grand Ball. The Dr. Woofles gets the Intimidate. Not going to finish it off thanks to that attack drop, even though it's super effective. Grand Ball took it well. Callum switches out the Kangaskhan here, back into the Muck. Grand Ball's going to come out with a Thunder Wave, paralysing that Muck now. Woo! It's all very back and forth. No, I wouldn't give the edge to anyone at the moment. Return going to take that Muck down to yellow health as Brick Break takes the Dr. Woofles down to yellow health. But he's going to get the first move thanks to the Paralyze. Return comes out again. Finishes off that Muck. And that puts Cuddle in the lead currently. Kangaskhan going to come back out now. Probably just going to go straight for the Fake Out. Cuddle predicts it. Switches out the Grand Ball into the Beedrill. Beedrill doesn't take the Fake Out too well though. Sucker Punch from Hoodlum. But Cuddle wasn't going for the attack. She's going for the Toxic Spikes. Relying on Beedrill's superior speed there. Gets the 2 sets of spikes out. Exactly what she wanted from that Beedrill. Double Edge finishes it off, but that Beedrill pretty much done its job there. Woofles comes out. Gets the Intimidate on the Kangaskhan again. Cuddle knows she can survive the Drain Punch because it survived one before. Return gonna come out. Oh, it takes Kangaskhan down to lower than half. This Woofles hits like a freaking truck. She switches it out again. Back into the Dr. R Shucks. Drain Punch only going to do 10 health. Woo! Fun battle. Leftovers comes back to the Shuckle. Drain Punch going to come out again. Got the critical hit that time. Kangaskhan's just going to keep getting that health back. I'm sure Cuddle's just waiting to use Toxic on the Kangaskhan. But Licky Licky's still in play on HoodlumScrafty's side. And it has the Heal Bell, which is just going to get rid of any work she's trying to do with this status conditions. Drain Punch comes out again. Shuckle's nearly on half health, but you know, he's a brick, so it doesn't hurt. There's the Toxic that I said, but it missed, doing no favours for Cuddle right now. He switches out the Kangaskhan into the Jinx, gets poisoned from the Toxic Spikes and takes rock damage. Smart move there, as it can't Toxic a Toxic Pokemon already, thanks to the hazards. Ice Beam comes out, critical hits the Shuckle and it still survives. Shuckle goes for the Encore, so this Jinx is now stuck into Ice Beam. You got to think Cuddle's going to switch. Yep, she switches out here into the Dr. Fridge, the Rotom Frost. Takes the Ice Beam moderately well. Jinx is slowly taking this toxic damage. Hoodlum switches it out into the Peanut Butter. Gets toxic thanks to the hazards. Volt Switch going to come out from Cuddle. Smart move there. Switches out the Fridge into the Woofles. Gets the Intimidate off. This Intimidate is just not doing any favours for Callum. Takes some Toxic, goes for the Body Slam rather than the Heal Bell. Doesn't do no favours for him. Close combat, finishes off the Licky Licky. And now Callum is going to be stuck with a bunch of toxic Pokemon. He went for the kill rather than the play it safe Heal Bell, and thanks to the Intimidate the Gramble had, just didn't finish it off. Fluttershy's out now, got Toxic. Cuddle switched out the Waffles into the Dr. Octo, took the Flare Blitz, recoil and toxic damage to the Rapidash right now. Waffles comes back out, gets the Intimidate again. It's going to die to the Flare Blitz, but the recoil damage is going to hit that Rapidash hard. Well, not too hard. The Toxic's going to hit harder though. Into the Dr. Octo. I know for a fact this Rapidash is scarfed and it outspeeds the Dr. Octo and got the critical hit, which finished it off with the Flare Blitz as the poison and recoil damage takes out the Rapidash. And we are at 3 Pokemon each right now as the Jinx comes in, very much hurting right now. Mr. Fridge comes in, takes the Psychic, survives with just 9. Goes for the Volt Switch, down goes the Jinx. Cuddle gets the free switch out here. She's going to bring out the Dr. Drio, it's fresh, it's ready, it hasn't taken any damage. Toxic going to hit this Kangaskhan as well as the rocks now. Fake Out comes out. Dr. Drio's going to flinch right now. This Drio can do serious business. Brave Bird comes, oh so close to finishing off that Kangaskhan. Goes for the Drain Punch, neutral damage thanks to the flying normal type. This Kangaskhan still surviving for now though, brings out the Dr. Arshucks again. Drain Punch going to come, not going to finish it off, but it's going to keep Kangaskhan's health topped up slightly as she goes for the rest again. This Kangaskhan's not going to be able to finish off the Shuckle in this turn. Toxic's going to finish it off, goes for the Double Edge just to get as much damage as possible. Recoil finishes off that Kangaskhan, Shuckle's still sleeping away. And now it is a 2-on-1 situation in Cuddle's favour as Callum brings out his last Pokemon, the Murkrow. Goes for the Taunt. Oh, that's interesting. You got to assume this Shuckle won't have any attacking moves, so it's going to be stuck into struggle. And you got to assume it's going to have no attack EVs, as it doesn't there. Critical hit only done 5% more damage to itself. So Struggle's going to do next to nothing, and Murkrow's going to constantly outspeed the Shuckle, so as soon as the taunt wears off, HoodlumScrafty can just set it up again. This Shuckle is on a timer right now. There's the taunt again. As soon as it wore off, can't use Toxic thanks to it. This Shuckle is pretty much dead at this point, and the Murkrow's going to be fresh because it's only doing 5% each time. Shuckle's going to die this turn, can't even use rest because it's taunted right now. Brave Bird going to finish off the Arshucks. And now it is 1-on-1 with Murkrow and Dr. Fridge. Who's going to get the first hit? Dr. Fridge does, and finishes off the Murkrow with the Thunderbolt, which gives CuddleOfDeath the victory in that long-fought battle. So, let's have a look at the table, everyone. That puts CuddleOfDeath very much in the lead, being the only person on 18 points. While HoodlumScrafty stays in second with 15. Hope you guys enjoyed that battle. I sure did. It was a fun one to watch. Tune in for the next episode, which is going to be Numnexus versus Hardy Tech Yo-Yo. Until then, guys, take care. Bye-bye.